this on and try not to get too much feedback. I'll turn this down a little bit. How you guys doing? I hope you're well on this lovely Thursday night. Yes, I am streaming on a Thursday night just for the fun of it. Here. Like that, right? I'm finalizing Percussa, and so I'm going to be sharing some production tricks and just mastering and stuff like that. Let's see, let's get this to be audio, to be, that can go away. I don't need to see that. Get to YouTube, are we streaming? Yep, we're streaming, yay. Hello. Greetings. So, this is kind of a different type of live stream than usual. I have this rather crazy library for Spectrasonic Omnisphere 2 that I'm bringing out next week. And we just about have all of the final multis for this. We haven't spit out the patches yet. That's happening as we speak. And at this stage, what I do sometimes, like right now, is I have the groove to play. And then on top of that, I have all sorts of different instruments to play along with it, so I can make sure things are working that something's just not quite right. So I'm just playing through the multis, and I'll play instruments at the same time just to make sure everything is working right. And then after I've tweaked, there's this nice repetitive quality to that that's irritating. So I'm turning that down a little bit. Let's see. What's going on in the chat? As much as I'd love to stick around. Anyways, oh, thank you. Surface to Air. I want to learn how to make my own sounds. And I'm just here one day. It's possible. Keep watching. I've got a ton of videos that show you starting from scratch. So just watch along. Next up, we're going to play Angry War Machines. Yesterday. Elements are sticking out when you play instruments. It's a test that I usually do with all the libraries. And if you're curious, you won't want to know this, but the strings are coming from Symphobia. All sorts of really amazing, it's a $1,000 library. It's extremely wonderful sounding. Let's see, I want to turn off the browser. Actually, I need the browser, don't I? I do need that browser. If I can get, beside you, okay, Oh, that's right, because I've got, now I can. Yeah. So I'm going to go to Symphobia. Short notes. So if I layer that with the brass, now my microphone's really soft because I'm working with my Genelec speakers, and I need them to monitor. I can't do this with headphones. This kind of work is impossible with headphones. If you try to do this kind of work with headphones, you're a fool. Because you really need to hear the acoustics of how things work in a room. I said at headphones, speakers in your ears is not the same thing at all. I recently bought Northern Lights and I'm impressed. Oh, thank you, UNV. Do you have sound libraries I could use in video games? I have tons of libraries you can use in video games. Yeah, anywhere from Omnichill to Toxic Omnisphere. Hey, Clark. So we're just hanging. I'm playing through the new multis. This is percussion sample based grooves in Omnisphere. It wasn't designed with this in mind, but because it can play, each of these 8 patches can be triggered to an arpeggiator, which can have samples. You can make things that sound quite amazing. And then the purpose of this live stream is while it's playing, I'm playing instruments. See how to make sure it's got the right. Make sure it's got the right vibe, and that definitely has the right vibe. Here's Brussels subway, 135. Kind of long notes. Let's get rid of brass. That works. This is, by the way, this is from Omnipulse. Now there's so much low end on that groove. You don't really need much else with it, bass-wise. But like some of these guitar grooves would be kind of cool. out on that groove, so I don't need to do anything to it. I do have a number of videos showing, in fact, just go back a video or two. Yeah, this is a cool library, guys, I must admit. To have percussion grooves in Omnisphere, there's actually reason for it. I always try to find a reason for these libraries besides just, you know, here's more EDM sounds like we've always heard from everybody else. What's fun with this is that they're interactive, so that at this tempo, it's 135. And it's also components, so I can solo. Like 2's got reverb on it, so I could go over here to the reverb, kill it. Now it's totally dry. See what else is here. So I can have just those elements, not the low. Or I could, but I'm gonna have without it. And then, you know, go to piano. And of course, for the piano, you gotta put it through reverb. So let's get some nice reverb. Let's get different reverb. Oh no. I like this reverb right here. Go to the string. It works for that too. So cool. Okay. So this groove works well for all that. Let's go to Cannibal Pursuit. Now this one's insane. I did this one. 160. This is not the strings. We wanna. King Kong. Are we capturing him? I wanted to get these tried out too, so let's do this. Action strings. Is that the right ones? No, session strings. This is the one. So go performance. Action strings comes with Contact 5 when you get it in the complete, I think complete ultimate. And what's cool with this is its performance. This is the performances. I want the arpeggiator. Is that the animator? See here. There's one that plays phrases and stuff. It's really cool. Hello. I'm gonna use up all my memory and crash, I can tell. What are you guys chatting about? Uh-huh. I did crash, I think. Oh, no, there it goes. There we go. There we go. That's this guy right here, if you guys haven't seen this. This is really cool. Good stuff. It's fun. You can play it all across the keyboard. And the mod wheel does incredible stuff to the sounds too. So next is Cinematic Trancer. This is one from Airwave. Oh, this must be 128. Get some stuff going on here. That, and let's get a little compressor. We're going to go to Airwave Volume 1. Actually, Volume 2. Why not? This is Airwave Volume 2, guys, which is a really cool library. Feedback from my microphone. Just moving the mod wheel. Gives you a huge spectrum of sounds. Is overpowered. Yeah, my microphone is really soft. Just so you guys know. The going live on YouTube every Saturday at 12 p.m. West Coast time for sure. I go live, and then randomly through the week. I just thought I'd pop up and see how this works for all. But my microphone's soft because I'm listening with my Genelec monitors, because the goal of this session is I'm listening to the grooves with instruments. I have strings, I have brass, I have pianos, I have synth up, so I can play the groove. Being used with different sounds and stuff, how it works in the mix. different patches that all have the mod wheel doing different things to it. So that's better. So we'll save. Dance with a half pipe. This is another airwave. This one moves at so many tempos, but I want to make sure the mix is right. Compressor, just adding a compressor to the master, just a little bit of threshold, like 1.5, makes it go from being kind of loose. Listen to the snare and the kick and the, actually the hi-hats are a little loud, but so I turned on the hi-hats. I added a compressor to the master channel, which wasn't there because listen to the drums. It's nice, but I wanted to be tighter and a little bit more in your face because my goal when I do these is to make them so they're mix ready. Can you tell the difference? It's startling how just a little bit of, I really like the vintage compressor. It just has a really great vibe. Hey, Lot. Big E. Except for one, and that was Plugin Guru Live. By the way, I talked to Spectrasonic supports and developers about modulation target dead range, and they'll have a look at that for a future update. Yeah, that is very cool. Very, very cool. Another trick I want to do to this one, by the way, since there's a lot of... And by the way, this is the first library where I have found it really nice and handy to have the mute and the solo buttons right here on this main page so I can quickly find out where things are at and bring them into the solo mix. I'm going to add another EQ. Maybe parametric. Oh, this is going into here. That's what's going on. Okay. I'm like, why is this level here, but it's being fed back? See, this auxiliary is all the way up. So the bright energy here is being fed into the auxiliary, which has this envelope filter with resonance. So I'm going to bring down the resonance a little bit. It's feeding back on itself. bring back the feedback a little bit. So I want to get the right signal to be a little bit brighter. I want you to be a little bit more clear in the mix. Biggie, you are going to absolutely love this library. It is so freaking cool. Here, let me show you one that I just finished. This is fun. The Dead Veil is the dead trees in Namibia in Africa, and so I dedicated this to one note, and then the mod wheel, because the whole idea is they're dead, and then at night they come alive. So I moved the mod wheel up. So you can move the mod wheel to have this like dream sequence start up. So amazing. Other ones that I just got done with it. March of the Orcs is fun. This is definitely the let's try it. Ow! It's crazy. I'm gonna get I want my fastest. By the way, there's all sorts of articulations you could go. Where's the here, make this bigger so I can see everything. I'm not checking chat right now. I'll check chat in a minute. So I'm not seeing, if you're saying something, I'm not hearing it. So there's the phrases, the chords. There's a page where you can see this, the actual notes. Is that? I don't want that. I don't want that. Animator mode. Let's go from this to Project Sam, Symphobia, and I need this to be the, you can't see what I'm doing. I'm over here in Symphobia land. I want to go here to the strings, short. Orcs, they're fighting, so we need there. Say I want it to be 74 beats per minute. That's too slow, but like 86. If you wanted to do it this way, you could actually like take, let's do this, use a Cambridge EQ. Oh, Cambridge, where are you? UAD. I hate that they did this so that it's so tricky to find. It should be right there. So we could play that this way. You can make it into something else. So, some other cool things over here. So there's so many. My God. I have the two Dead Will Dance. I can't remember which one's the final. This is a tribute to Dead Can Dance. I think it's 140 beat per minute one, so it should be that one. Let's see what this is. That one or this one? I'll have to put, I can't remember which one I was gonna. Anyway, how funny. The Wait, I just finished this. This came out really cool. Guys, it's the piano, just so you know, is I love this piano. This is the Grandeur piano. I don't think this is even my soft piano setting. Oh, let me show you a trick. Biggie, I showed you this. This is the Grandeur. What's cool with this is if you get into these different settings, you can change. Of things and save it as a different setting. So I did that and created really a soft. It's loading memory, so I gotta wait while it loads, otherwise it's gonna freak out. So how's everybody doing, man? kind of crazy. Exosun. This is your sci-fi. So if we have that play. Place. Yeah, so I'm just having fun. It's fun to play these. Just saw the notification. Has John said when this is available? I think the 21st is when I hope to have it done. In 10 days. We have a lot of work to do. because every one of these, save. Every one of these have a number of patches, and we're going to save each patch out. On top of that, in fact, we might even try this. I haven't made one yet. Let's do it live in a live stream. I'm going to take every one of these that, right? So this is set as a groove. I'm going to also make it as a kit. To do that, I'm going to go through each one. This is just a rough test because I don't have it. We're organizing it in some kind of tricky ways, and these are not totally finalized. So now everything's all playing all at once. Then I go to multi-stack, and I need to window them. These all up here higher, so I can just. We're going to organize it so that the lowest sound is the first patch, and then it's going to go to the hi-hat because everything is organized by low, high, or mid. Most of this stuff's low. The bongos, that should be mid, so that's not right. And then this stops. And this. And then F will be here. And I'm going to make kits for every one of these grooves so that you'll be able to use them in a sequenced environment. It's pretty crazy. There's some tricky sequencer things happening. Like part one, this conga, I have it set so that it's velocity switching between two different samples, and I have this set so that this sound is all the way off when you play it until velocity brings it up, and then I have the other sound the other way around where it's all the way up in volume and velocity makes it softer. So at each extreme is one of the two samples. So if you turn off the ARP and you try to play it, you have to play really soft or really hard. But you can do it. And if you use a sequencer, you can do amazing things, right? So, but it's amazing to think that these 6 sounds and the arpeggiator are able to make with that. So if you wanted to make something different, it's almost easier to take this, go to the mixer and arpeggiators. It's really fun. It's so much fun. But I will have kit versions of all of these. I think it's worth doing. I haven't done it a lot to know if it's really. Yeah, something like that. You'd want to have all those sounds available to sequence with, I would think. Let's see. Just so I know if it has. Yeah, you can do splits in Omnisphere very easy. If you go to the stack page, you have not only splits in the traditional, one note goes here, and one note goes here, you can actually have them crossfade like this. And if you click on the top corners, you can actually have it do a true crossfade from one sample to the next, which is very nice. You eat up twice the polyphony right in this range because they're both playing at the same time, but you can get really natural crossfades if you need it. In Omnisphere, dehumanizer. The right parts are playing. Let's get something more softer, nice, long notes, and yes. So, by the way, just for those just joining, I'm using some Phobia for the strings. Strings and brass. Let's just go to strings for this one. Long. I want some long notes on this one, please. And let's get a little bit faster. With instruments, because just playing them by themselves. CPU is dying on me. Because this is one, I think if you hear all that kind of cool vibey stuff, that's because he's using somewhere in here on some of these sounds. There's price, yeah, there's that going on. We will come, yeah, there's toxic and all that stuff happening. There you go, inner space. Guilty, right there. Part 5, if we solo part 5, what are you doing? That's one sound. It's totally killing my computer. Let's let the computer chill for a second, because my CPU is at max. Hey, I sent a message on your site, but Wally, when did you send a message? Send one more time tonight. Sorry I didn't reply back. I try to reply to everybody. So yeah, that's the one sound. That's why it's killing the computer. So we'll move on. Exos and Dystopian Halls. See what this is like. Klingon from the end of the room. This library is just insane. So let's unmute what's there and over here and unmute. What I just do. Undo create track. Cool. Fireball roundup. This one's kind of fun. What are you guys chatting about? There are 13 people watching. That's fun. Here is this was kind of cool because check this out. Got some. Let me see. It's not playing in time. I don't know what is happening. Why is it off? Do you hear that? It shouldn't be off like that. That's crazy. It's playing clear out of time. Hear that? That is just, there is something wrong. So here, you go away. Load it back up. See if there's something weird going on. Something nefarious is in the air, I can tell. Multi library. And that was up here, Fireball Roundup. There. It's out of time. It's really weird. Do you hear this fun part? Check this out. This is really cool. So it has a really cool trick I'm doing with the auxiliary bus right here. It's got a mod envelope assigned to it. And that envelope is a nice slow, it's dry to start, so it's dry. Then right here it starts to come up. And up more. Then it goes back, so then you have the reverb hanging over the top of it. fairies. This is really cool. Kind of a William Orbit kind of thing. I kind of like the vibe. And what's fun, the mod wheel. Isn't that cool? So part one, it has a couple of different tricks going on. This is the pitch shifting parts for this. There's a resonator doing a chordal thing, and I'm changing the pitch of only part 3. And then I'm playing with this right here. So that it's LFO4 is shifting between it being off. Check this out. If I go over here to LFO4, it's really slow square wave. So for right here, is that LFO4? Yeah, LFO4. Right here. See, it's on, then it's off, on. So you hear the chord. And then, to top off the insanity, the modulation wheel, as I bring the mod wheel up, it's inverting the strength of the depth from 100% to 0 on that being a mix balance. That way it's on all the time. That's how I'm getting it to go from like that. Then I move the mod wheel up. Reverb comes up. Now it's everything. So you can go between them. So that's kind of a fun trick. What did I just finish earlier today? I finished one I really liked. Let's see. So desktop icons. Go over here to. Let me show you this one that I just finished. I want to hear it with some stuff too in the mix. So settings, library, multis. Here, stacked patterns. The one I finished. The weight. Oh, Shadow of Death. That was it. This is so cool. I love this one. Right here. I got the delays to do that tape feedback kind of thing. I love that kind of stuff. So here is Shadow of Death. And you hear the delays come up. Right here. And this comes up a little bit. And if you want, keeps on going. One. Never dies. Hey, 3 times daddy. Glad to see you guys here. Welcome. Texture noise. With a hit. And then this is cool part 3. I'm using an LFO on the pan. And it's another one that's set to sync and it's set to 4 times, so it's on one side for 2 days. Sides. So in the middle of that mix, you have one set on one side, and the cool thing also, the reverbs and stuff are stereo, so you hear it in both speakers. So it doesn't completely, like, you could try to shift the whole thing if you wanted to, but I was fine with just having the main sound depan. And is forward playing anything? Oh yeah, this is the toms. These are hidden. So I have toms hidden, so when you bring up the mod wheel. Oh wait, did I solo them? Oh, I'm not on Atmosphere, so if I bring up the mod wheel, Losing Blood Quickly is there, but no, it's oh, I have to look in just my own folder because I can't tell when it's everybody's Not Looking for Lunch. Oh, they I think it's They Catch You, They Kill You. Yeah, so this is super fast, like 145. drums go away. So you can have all these cool... Just by where you put the mod wheel, which is really a fun thing. And then the other version of that is, not Fireball... Oh, Hot Jungle Tom Chase. That's what it is. Check this out. So it's playing. Modville's got the tom fill. And these are tuned. So whatever key you need to be in. So I can take this. Transpose it. We're good to A flat. It's a really cool library. There's so much. Losing blood quickly, because we all have those moments where dang it, that patient, we're losing him. Getting lightheaded, man. What's your favorite patch from me? I made so many sounds, I don't know if there could be a favorite, you know? Yeah, if you don't have Omnisphere, you should be looking at it, because it's pretty amazing. Alright, so I'm going to go... Oh! Almost time's up. I'm doing a live stream on Saturday, and I have some cool announcements to show about this library that I can't tell you about yet. It's going to be even better than it is now, believe it or not. Pretty cool and secret. Yeah. OMG1 is one of my favorite libraries. We should do one of these, like, you know, play the sounds and stuff. Now, hey, we can do one-on-one right here, man. Just tell me what you want to know, and I'm happy to share. I like to be available to you all the time. That's why I'm here. So, like, one of my favorite libraries, personally, is Mega Magic Guitars and Mega Magic Pads. Both of those are cool, but to have guitar sounds of... let's try this with... let's try slower. Let's go for something like Shadow of Death. Yeah. With Mega Magic Guitars, right? dead will dance. Let's try that slow. Let's see how that works. And this is one of those where part 8 is this stringy. If you solo just this, it's really cool. This will be a cool single patch for the. So if you don't want that in the just mute it, and now you have a. Again, that's 96 beats per minute, and if I want it to be 148. It's got a lot of ambience on it for a faster tempo. I want to. Be like that. And at this point, I'm more in synthy land, stuff like that. So there's all sorts of ways to mold and change this kind of stuff. Yeah, Mega Magic Strings will come later this year, and Mega Magic Synth is something I'm working on with Maxwell over here. Say hello to Maxwell. Let's see if I can get closer to Maxwell with my USB camera. Maxwell is my modular, and I actually have something really cool that I'm going to be beta testing that goes right there with all the other modules. Each one of these is an oscillator. And DPO is an oscillator. This is a drum oscillator noise thing. I'm heavy on oscillators instead of so much on controllers. This is envelopes, filters. This is a filter, math, and a 4-pulse is for my control and sequencing. Here's for sequencing. This is digital reverb. Actually, digital reverb analog control, I guess. A cheap delay. But I have lots of sound sources that I have lots of things to sample to make new sound source material. So that's what Maxwell. And so actually, oh yeah, Walk Among the Angels. I love that one. Big E, thank you, man. I love that patch. That would be, If I go here. I don't have it here. Oh, this is multis. That's fine. I initialize the multi. Go to the patch. I gotta say all. And then angels. And there it shows up. To walk among angels. I like that one. So cool. Glad you like it. Okay, well, so far everything sounds good in the mix. I'm very happy. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. It's been fun, and hope you enjoy this library when it comes out next week. If you can make it to the live stream on Saturday, cool. Mother's Day sale starts tomorrow, so if you need inspiring patches, wait until tomorrow and get them during Mother's Day weekend. Gotta have new sounds to give mother. Mothers love, you guys might not know this, but mothers love synthesizer presets, so. All right, take care of yourselves. What plugin most like OTT? Oh, Lord. You know, there's so many in the Universal Audio world. There's one that I really like. Turn on the demo if you haven't for the Ellipsian Impressor. This guy right here. Crazy, disgustingly, sickeningly cool. If you, let's see if I make this go, have it play a groove. Go to Percussa. How about, not that one, but we'll choose like, oh, Million Lives. We'll choose one of Airwaves. This is a good one. And play. Then let's get the Impressor into the master chain. Check this out. I mean, there's so many universal, everybody will have their own favorite universal audio effects, but I've used this quite a bit. I like the sound of it. Here's without it. You can totally take out the low end and make it just these big transient things. It can do some really amazing things to sound. I'm very impressed with it. Play with it. There's a couple others in the, there's so many universal audio effects that are great. Thank you again, guys. I'm going to go. I will see you guys soon. So keep in touch, okay? Contact me from my website if you have questions. If you have ideas for future videos, for subjects, I love to hear them all the time. And we'll see you soon. All right? Bye!